Bàbá Mohbad ni ó ń lọ nínú ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ yìí lẹ́yìn ìgbẹ́jọ́ tòní. Ìgbẹ́jọ́ ti wáyé lórí ìwádìí tí wọ́n ṣe sí ikú tó pa olóògbé Mohbad, ìyẹn ìlérí olúwa Ọládìméjì Alọ́ba tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Mohbad. Ìgbẹ́jọ́ tòní fa kíkí gan nítorí òní ni wọ́n jábọ̀ ìwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ tí àwọn onímọ̀ ìṣègùn àti àwọn olùtọpinpin tí wọ́n ṣe lórí ikú náà. Àwọn kan ló ń ṣe.
People around the world are crying, seeking to find, to prosecute, and to convict the killer of Mohbad. In the quest to find the perpetrators, journalists and bloggers are being arrested, mothers are crying, fathers are crying and having sleepless night on social media. Arifa and Veron, popular bloggers, are currently in police custody as we speak today because of Mohbad's death. Now, African television came into this movement, created a foundation to make sure that the freedom of press in Nigeria is not suppressed. We came in asking for DNA. We came in promising 10 million naira to do the DNA of Mohbad's son. Now, we want you to know that we have taken it a step further. African television is offering free DNA for every child in Nigeria. In collaboration with our partners in Belgium, UK, and Malta, we have made agreements that anyone that wants DNA for their child to be done can contact us. That came out of the Mohbad demise. Now, out of every bad thing, we always try to find a good thing. Now, we believe that the police is not looking in the right direction. The police is not looking in the right direction by inviting people that were around Mohbad within the last 72 hours of his time on earth. They have started interviewing and questioning people. We believe this is a good thing from the police. Now, in support of what the police is doing, African television today is announcing officially that together with our partners, together with all our partners, we are raising. I want you to make those attention.
Okay, ṣé prime boy lè ṣe interview? Prime boy.
Kò sí wèrè Ọlọ́run aláwàlá àti ọ̀nà. Justice last aláwàlá. Ọpẹ́ ìdánwò ìwà ìtẹ̀wọ̀.
Ọ̀kan náà tí wọ́n fọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò rè tó jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ tímọ́tímọ́ sí Mohbad ìyẹn ni prime boy Ibrahim àbí.
Ibrahim
so ló ń lọ ní olóòtú kúrò ní agbègbè kóòtù yìí, so ó wà náà àwọn tí wọ́n fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò lónìí ní inú ìgbẹ́jọ́ tí ó wáyé.
We guarantee you we'll raise 50 million naira for you and you'll be taken abroad for safety. Trust me on this. We've been working for the past 8 months. It has now come to the time where the world knows that Nigeria cannot continue to operate our justice system the way it is going. We need a better justice system. We cannot allow this to go unsolved. You, members of the media, you have a duty to fish out, to dig out and investigate what happened to Mohbad. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I want to thank you. There will be a leaflet for all of you. More information is there that will show you what we're doing at the African Television Foundation for Justice, along with our partners. If you have any questions, I'll take about 5 questions. Thank you. Larry Omoja, African Television. Ní Yorùbá, nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lénìí ṣe rí pé a wà ní quarters ní Kòròdú. Pathologist ti sọ fún wa pé cause of death is unknown. Wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa mọ̀ pé ẹnìkan níta ń bẹ̀ yẹn mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. So 50 million naira ní foundation wa máa raise fún ẹni tó bá fún wa ní information tó ọlọ́pàá máa fi wádìí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Àwọn scientists ti ṣe títí wọn. Wọ́n ní cause of death unascertained. Ó mì pé wọn ò mọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad. Àwa dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn ò kú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn torí pé kí ni Prime Boy sọ lé nínú interview pé lanky boy tó ń gbóhùn lẹ́sẹ̀ kò kàn lè kú lórí abẹ́rẹ́ tetanus àbírọ̀ mọ́ pa ẹgbọ́ lẹ́nu Prime Boy pé kò kàn lè kú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn òun ò believe nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ pé òun ló ṣẹlẹ̀ so lẹ́ẹ̀ni a fẹ́ kí gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀ pé 50 million naira ni àwọn partners wa máa raise fún ẹni tó bá fún wa ní information tọ́n àwọn ọlọ́pàá lè fi wádìí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kọ́rọ̀ yìí kó lópin nǹkan tó ń sọ lé nínú court house yìí ó mì pé láìláà lè má rí nǹkan tó ṣe mọ́ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ nìyẹn so I'll take your questions. Larry Omodia, CEO African Television.
I was just wondering why this is happening now. Why not before now?
Why what?
Why this action is taking now?
Action by who? It has been on the social media, but we were waiting for conclusion of the case to announce it. Maybe they would have told us today they know what happened, then this will not be there. But since they're telling us today they don't know what happened, now we want to find what happened. We know somebody somewhere knows what happened. Correct? So this is the right time, the right day to announce this. Thank you, sir. Is that it? No question. Thank you.
Ekon ló lọ́mọ, bàbá Sùwé ló lọ́mọ, Justice Wenga ló lọ́mọ, síkọ̀ tó kàwá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Justice for Mohbad, ikú tó pa Mohbad làwa ń béèrè. Àwọn òbèrè bóyá ẹ̀kan ló bí ọkàn ẹ̀kan ló bímọ. Mọ́mì tàwa gbọ́ ẹni tó gbé wa sọ́nà ìlú ẹ̀ làwa náà jẹ. Ikú tó pa Mohbad làwa ń béèrè because ṣó tó wá lélẹ̀ ní táwọn níbí báyìí. Ṣó táwọn bí ìlú wa last. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní COVID lọ ti pa. Àwa dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwa mọ̀ kò lójú, àwa kọ́ la pa Mohbad. Nǹkan tó pa òun làwa fẹ́ mọ̀. Gbogbo ìtí Prime Boy náà dẹ̀ san mílíọ̀nù náà everybody náà ló pọ̀. Ó ṣàlàyé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ because orí Prime Boy làwọn dìbò tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n ní bóyá Prime Boy ni gbàtọ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àbúrò ẹ̀ sọ pé Prime Boy nǹkan òun ní suspect bóyá ó fi ogun pa. Ibi inú kóòtù ìlú náà ló ti sọ. Ó ti yé. Bọ̀ àwọn nǹkan táwa fẹ́ ni pé bóyá mi ti ẹ̀fẹ́ mẹ́rin tó lọ mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad ṣàlàyé fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad justice for Mohbad làwa fẹ́ rí nǹkan tó pa la fẹ́ mọ̀ Lágbájá ló lọ mọ o Síwájú ló lọ mọ o bàbá Sùwé ló lọ mọ o èmi ò mọ̀ ń pa wetin kí Mohbad kò dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ kò dẹ̀ tí bóyá fẹ́ pẹ́ tó èmi bìlì pé Ọlọ́run ọba nìkan lọ́ba tó lè jà fún Mohbad Ọlọ́run náà lè ló ń jà kò kì í ṣe àwa Mohbad náà ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ní tóun bá kú tẹ́ bá pa àwọn ẹ̀ lè pa ẹbí òun àwa lẹ́bí Mohbad alawala orúkọ tèmi disturbing TikTok aka disturbing TikTok Adéṣẹ̀sán Adémọ́sí ọmọ Ìkòròdú ọ̀gá ẹ̀rú fún ẹgbẹ́ balẹ̀ ṣáwọn oníkóríkì
kílẹ̀ yìí rí sí bí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ yìí ṣe ń lọ.
ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ ìjọba ń ṣiṣẹ́ ara ṣẹ́yìn náà lọ ṣe because wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ń gbé everybody wá wọ́n ń gbé ilé ẹjọ́ alẹ́ ń gbọ́ gbogbo ọdún sọ gbogbo ẹjọ́ everybody ní òun ṣàlàjọ ń gbé náà.
Daddy.
Yes.
Yorùbá lè fẹ́ bèrè o.
Can you tell us about the application? Well, the application went well. The defense that although the court was not disposed hearing application, we were able to know exactly to recall vital witnesses and by the time we finish the so far so good, very well today. And towards the end of June, and then have the opportunity calling this vital with the issue of being uncertain, what does that mean? Because of that uncertainty. Well, I don't think we need to discuss the reports now. The reason is that we don't even have copies. For you to be able to, for example, any expert report effectively, we need to have copies and study and digest what we do. So we know we agree with the corona
that we should all apply for copies of the expert report, and then a date will be guaranteed for the pre-examination of the expert. And the expert, of course, is going on leave, and when he returns, everybody would have digested the report so that we'll be able to pre-examine effectively.
So, sir, I want to ask, was the application submitted late?
No, the application was not submitted late. But for reasons advanced or adduced by the corona, we would have to leave the application until the next time.
To some people, Daddy, to some people.
Can I go now?
No, what this answer. Some people think that cause of death unknown. Does that mean the case is over?
No, the case is not over. Because I tell you something, the report is just one out of several pieces of evidence. So it's not over. Okay? We have direct evidence, we have circumstantial evidence. So you leave that with us.
Sorry, ẹjọ ní Yorùbá ẹjọ ẹ sọ gbólóhùn kan ní Yorùbá ẹ má bínú sí ẹjọ orúkọ yín ní Yorùbá.
Orúkọ mi a máa jẹ́ Professor Imran Smith, amòfin àgbà.
Ok, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú
Imran Smith?
Báwo lẹ ṣe rí bí ìgbẹ́jọ́ àti ìwádìí tí ó ń lọ yìí, báwo lẹ ṣe rí sí? Kí ló dẹ̀ ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìbéèrè yín fún?
Mo rí pé ó ń lọ dáadáa, and àwọn tá a jẹ́ lawyers a take ní ọ̀kúnkúndùn, amúlọ́kúnkúndùn, because a máa ń ṣe iṣẹ́ wa ká tó wá sí court. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a ní ìbéèrè fún and all that. So màá fẹ́ ká ní sùúrù, káwọn èèyàn wa kàn ní sùúrù, gbogbo nǹkan tó pamọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ á jáde tí a bá fi máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ló parí.
Ẹ ṣé o.
Ọ̀rọ̀ lè sọ Yorùbá.
According to him, the cause of death cannot be determined. Because he gave a lot of reasons. He said, by the time they conducted the test, the body had discomposed. And that it is not possible for them to determine the cause of death. So in summary, he's saying the cause of death cannot be what? Ascertained. And when you say the cause of death cannot be ascertained, it means it is suspicious. It is not clear. No particular reason. But he also went further to say that it may be attributed to reaction to certain drugs administered on him before he died. Again, he then qualified that again to say he does not know whether it is those drugs that actually led to his death. So, like the other senior advocate mentioned, this is an inquiry into the cause and manner of death. The other facts that were revealed today concerning disagreement between Mohbad and his wife, and also the disagreement between Mohbad and the Samlari and all that. All of this came out today from the testimony of one of the witnesses. But what is important is that this pathologist has given his evidence today, and we have taken a day to cross-examine him, to ask him questions on the report. So until those questions are asked, we cannot say this is the outcome. I will just implore everybody to open their mind until we look at all the possibilities.
Sir, with the undefined results. Or how do I put it? The doctors, the pathology saying the
Because of them cannot be ascertained.
Don't you think that can spark the public? Don't you think they can react sharply to it?
No, the public should not react sharply to this yet. Because the man who gave evidence as the pathologist is an expert. Don't react until you have seen the full report. As I speak to you, I have not seen the full report. The court has advised that we should apply for the full report. When you see the full report, all of you can read it.
Yes.
So go and read first. If somebody says this is the final verdict, he must have reasons why he says so. So look at not only the final verdict, look at the reasons he gave for arriving at that final verdict before you react. You, the press, you have a lot of role to play in informing the public about what is going on here. The coroner here has an open mind. All the lawyers here are working to ensure that we get to the bottom of this matter. And until we arrive at our destination, we will not rest. Please don't escalate the matter in the public space. Okay. The inquiry is still on. Perhaps she will senior advocate of Nigeria.
Ẹjọ́, Daddy, ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lè sọ Yorùbá? Ṣé lè sọ Yorùbá? Gbólóhùn kan. So ẹjọ́, Yorùbá. So kí ni orúkọ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí?
Ẹ fi kíní sí, ẹ fokùn sí. Ẹ fokùn sí kíní yìí.
They said they want me to talk.
Yorùbá.
No, stop me.
Orúkọ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Orúkọ mi wà á ṣì tù. Agbẹjọ́rò àgbà ni fún ìdílé Mohbad.
Okay. Báwo lẹ ṣe rí ìgbẹ́jọ́ tòní sí, kí ló wáyé níbẹ̀? Báwo lọ̀rọ̀ ń ṣe rí?
Adájọ́ yìí tó wà níbi ẹjọ́ yìí àti gbogbo àwọn agbẹjọ́rò tìjọba àti gbogbo àwọn táwọn ní kíní à ń ṣe agbára láti rí pé
ìdájọ́ òdodo.
a rí kókó nǹkan tó fa ikú Mohbad. Lónìí àwọn tó ṣe àyẹ̀wò lórí lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí wọ́n ti wú òkú ẹ̀ tó ń wo nǹkan tó àwọn táǹpẹ̀ ní pathologist àwọn wọ́n ṣàlàyé àwọn yẹn ní tí wọ́n yàn láàyò ni pé láti mọ nǹkan tó fa ikú ẹni tó bá gbé wá síwájú wọn. Wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo àyẹ̀wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí ẹni yìí sọ. Wọ́n láwọn ò lè sọ pé dájú nǹkan báyìí ló fa ikú Mohbad. Wọ́n ní kò sí àwọn ò lè sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ni pé ẹnìkan bí wọ́n poison ẹ̀ ní o, bóyá wọ́n stab ẹ̀ ní o, bóyá ikú yẹn ikú Ọlọ́run ní o, àbí ikú tó wà natural àwọn ò lè sọ.
Kí ni ìdí tó ń fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn ò lè sọ?
Torí pé àkọ́kọ́ ni wípé wọ́n ní pé ó pẹ́ kó tó lọ wú òkú ẹ̀ fún àyẹ̀wò. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe irú nǹkan táwọn ṣe yìí gbogbo ojú 12 hours lọ tẹ́ni yẹn kú kó tó di pé wọ́n ṣe. Àmọ́gbà tí wọ́n máa fi lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò yìí láti wú òkú ẹ̀ wọ́n ti rí pé òkú ìtìbẹ̀ sí jẹrà. So kò fáwọn ní àǹfààní láti lè rí dájúdájú wípé nǹkan báyìí ló fa ikú olóògbé yìí. Àmọ́ òun ti sọ rìpọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ báyìí ó ti gbé wá síwájú adájọ́. A ò tí ì béèrè àwọn questions lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀.
Ṣé o rò pé bí àwọn aráàlú àtàwọn olólùfẹ́ Mohbad bá gbọ́ àbájáde ohun tí olùṣàyẹ̀wò yìí sọ, ṣé o lè rò pé ó lè mú ìfẹ̀hónúhàn àti ìbínú dání bíi pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fẹ́ mú awúrúju dání?
No, ẹ má jẹ́ kó mú arúgbó dání, ẹ má jẹ́ kó sì fa wàhálà, nítorí pé kì í ṣe iṣẹ́ kékeré ni ìjọba ń ṣe láti ṣe àyẹ̀wò tá à ń sọ yìí. Ẹ rí pé ẹ rí rìpọ́ọ̀tù yẹn náà kẹ́yìn náà kà á gbogbo wa kà á, àbí tó bá léèyàn ṣèdánwò rìsọ́ọ̀tì jẹ jáde tó bá ló fail àbó pass ẹ ṣàṣírí èsì yẹn náà kátó dípẹ́ bẹ̀ sí. So káwọn èèyàn kan ní sùúrù wọ́n ní sùúrù káwọ́ àbájáde gbogbo àwọn èyí tó wọ́n bẹ̀ sí yàrá.
ǹjẹ́ àwọn ọ̀nà míì tún wà àwọn apá ìbò míì tún wà tó tún fẹ́ tọpinpin tàbí tẹ̀lé tọ́náwò yàtọ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ ti àwọn àyẹ̀wò yìí.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀nà ni ó wà tí a lè tọ́náwò àmọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ń bí ó ní nǹkan tó gbọ́dọ̀ wò ó ní nǹkan tó gbọ́dọ̀ wò nǹkan gbọ́dọ̀ wò ni wípé ta ló kú kí ló pa ẹni yẹn àti ọ̀nà wo ló gbà kú nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn ṣé kú bọ́ ni àbí kú kí àwọn nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn àmọ́ pé nǹkan míì lẹ́yìn àwọn eléyìí kò sí ètò kan wọ́n pọ̀ lóye níbi àmọ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà míì wà tí a fi lè lọ tọ́lá sí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ní kóòtù míì oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀dá wa ń sọ̀rọ̀ paternity DNA test wọ́n lè lọ ṣe yẹn ní kóòtù míì láti mọ ẹ̀tọ́ ní bàbá ọmọ Mohbad.
mo rí pé ẹ fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá ọ̀rọ̀ wò lẹ́nu ọ̀kan náà àwọn ẹlẹ́rìí tí wọ́n ṣèwádìí lẹ́nu ẹ̀ yẹn prime boy lónìí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ àti ẹ̀rí tó jẹ́ ǹjẹ́ ó ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ ikú Mohbad yìí ǹjẹ́ àwọn kókó wà tẹ̀rí dìmú.
ó sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ àmọ́ kókó nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ ìbéèrè dìmú nǹkan tó sọ ni wípé ìjà wà láàrin Mohbad àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ yìí ó dẹ̀ tún ṣàlàyé wípé wọ́n tún ń ta àwọn síra wọn pé ẹ̀mí ló ní mo bá ẹ lásìpọ̀ kó tó di pé wọ́n á sọ pé oyún dé mi ò lérò pé nìbò ni ọmọ yìí ó ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí bàbá àwọn ẹ̀dá mẹ́rin bẹ̀rẹ̀ adájọ́ ní ká má gbẹnu lọ síbẹ̀ lọ títí àmọ́ níta fẹ́ mọ̀ ní wípé ṣé wọ́n ń jà láàrin wọn àbí wọn ò jà gbogbo ayé tí wọ́n sì pé ìjà wà láàrin wọn wọ́n sì ń bínú síra wọn kó ló di pé olóògbé kú.
sọ ẹ nígbẹ́kẹ̀lé pé ìdájọ́ òdodo sì máa wáyé.
mo nígbẹ́kẹ̀lé o púpọ̀ mo nígbàgbọ́ púpọ̀ torí pé àwọn tó wà nídìí adájọ́ tó ń ṣe ẹjọ́ yìí àti gbogbo àwọn agbẹjọ́rò tó wà ń bí wọ́n dáńtọ̀.
Ètò kan máa kó bá lọ́pọ̀ ní David tó bá ní àwọn lọ́yà ètò ń bí ọkùnrin tó ń lé àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ti bí ẹni ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọgbọ́dọ̀ ẹni orúkọ tẹ̀.
Hello, you should look at all possibilities.
One life. Take me close. Come here, let me follow. Sing there. Can look closer. Number 1 minute.
So that the right authority will come back up and do the needful, rather than take steps before them. As a step.
Yes, sir.
Any sugar?
orúkọ yín.
Orúkọ mi ni David Nowola, and we represent entertainment community.
Okay. All right.
Under the auspices of TNK Music Worldwide.
Okay. Báwo lẹ ṣe rí ìgbẹ́jọ́ tòní yìí sí? Kí ló wáyé? Báwo ló ṣe lọ sí?
First off, a ní witnesses méjì, wọ́n wá sí court lẹ́yìn. And first off, court was able to take that evidence of Time Boy. He gave his whole evidence, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń mọ̀ nípa matter yẹn, gave it, which is very helpful towards the role of the coroner inquest court, towards the fact-finding role of the coroner inquest court. And also, most importantly, the much-awaited pathologist and the autopsy report came up today. And were able to, one, shed light, pathologist was able to shed light on the report itself, albeit the report was death unascertained. However, one thing that was noted is the fact that the death was unascertained because of the level of decomposition that has happened. And so at that point in time, he could not have detected several other things that could have been detectable ordinarily. So, but as it stands, it doesn't mean that the role of the coroner inquest court has expired, because the autopsy report was supposed to be one of the several other evidence that would help the court in its fact-finding role. So we have other evidence, oral evidence of other respondents, and these are things that will be considered and will be analyzed by the court. That's a move verdict to a Komuwa ní inú matter yìí.
Ipa wo lẹ rò pé irú àbọ̀ ìwádìí tí ẹni tó ṣàyẹ̀wò sí òkú yẹn, àbọ̀ ìwádìí tó mú wáyé tó ní wọn ò rí kókó ohun tó pa Mohbad, ipa wo lẹ rò pé ó máa ní lórí àwọn olólùfẹ́ Mohbad, àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àtàràlù tí wọ́n ń retí ìdájọ́ òdodo lórí ikú yìí?
No, unfortunately, the fact that remains that it has not been compromised. The autopsy report is yet expose the fact that the death is undetermined. Does not mean that the report does not mean that the fact-finding role of the court has been compromised. No, there are two things. That's why I said, aside reporting, other variables were before the court for the court to analyze the matter itself and to come up with its fact-finding verdict. There are other things. So, the report will show. Before the pathologist gave his report, he mentioned that sometimes a percentage of 2 to 3%. There's a percentage of 2 to 3% that sometimes reports might be uncertain due to factors not within the control of the state of the pathologist, but factors, especially when he specifically stated that factors that had to do with the composition of the body. He's mentioned the body organs could have been taken between 12 to 24 hours. 12 to 24 hours, and could have, if it was exhumed at that point in time, the report could have shown evidence, because the body would not have decomposed. But you cannot help an unbound body that decomposed, and it's science. It's science. So it does not vitiate, or it render the effort or the ongoing coroner inquest invalid. It doesn't.
Nǹkan bí oṣù mẹ́jọ ló ti ń kọjá lọ báyìí ní ẹ̀yìn tí Mohbad ti kú. Ǹjẹ́ yín rò pé àkókò tó gùn jọ̀rọ̀jọ̀rọ̀ yìí tí ìwádìí sì ń lọ lọ́wọ́ tí ò tí ì sí ìgbẹ́jọ́ ǹjẹ́ rò pé yẹn lè mọ̀ káràlú ní wọ́n sọ ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Mo disagree with you. There is a process. The legal process is a process. It is not an automatic thing. It is a process and a procedure that has to be followed. So, contrary to what people expect, we will not just come to court today and get judgment tomorrow. There's a process. So, people should to learn to wait for the process and trust in the process. There's no need going back and forth and having disbelief in a process that you want judgment to come out from. So I just want to let the public know the matter is still ongoing and we are tilting towards the end. We are making progress by the day. The pathologist has come today. It has removed the fact that we have not heard anything about the report, like people have been saying before now. The report has been given. The fact that the report did not show anything does not remove the fact that the report has been given. It's fact.
Okay. Kan náà àwọn tó tún fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò ní prime boy tó súnmọ́ olóògbé tímọ́tímọ́ kí lè rí sí àwọn ẹ̀rí tó jẹ́ ní kóòtù lẹ́nìí jó pèsè ẹ̀rí tàbí ìrànlọ́wọ́ kan jẹ́rí kókó kan dìmú náà tó sọ.
It's very explanatory and it's very elucidating too. Torí pé ó ti fún wọn ní much more insight because we have had several other respondents before the court. His testimonies to have come to corroborate some of the facts that have been given before. And has come to also puncture some of the facts that have been presented before the court. And I said something. All of this evidence are subject to analysis by the court. It's all before the court. The court is a court of record. So all of these things are records before the court. So at the point that the coroner inquest court will give its verdict, all of these factors will be considered. And yes, some of his testimonies have shed more light. Light in the sense that he has come to say he is a witness to the fact that they said to the injury that was sustained, and he's saying that there was no injury sustained while he was there, because he was the person directly involved. So a lot of things all of these facts will be subject to, of course, has been subject to cross-examination, and much more fact has been elicited from the witness. So all of this, we are moving forward. It's a progressing, and we are tilting towards the conclusion of the matter itself.
So lédè mi ẹ ronú pé káwọn èèyàn sì nígbàgbọ́ nínú bí ìgbẹ́jọ́ yìí ṣe ń lọ pé wọ́n á rí ìdájọ́ òdodo.
Yes, it's a process, and the process is the court said it too. I'm sure that the press people know but when the court said it, the court is a court of process, and the court is doing all it can for justice to be achieved.
Lónìí ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé adájọ́ yẹn ó le díẹ̀ nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ kò tún gba àwọn ìbéèrè kan wọlé. Ṣé so ìṣàlàyé wà adájọ́ yẹn ní orí àga lónìí báwo ló ṣe rí?
It's a normal process before the court has to be astute. The court has to be astute when it comes to this discharge of his duty, without any form of sentiment, and I think that's what played out today. Astute in discharge of our duties without sentiment, and I don't think it's a normal disposition before the court. If we are used to being before the court, we understand that this is a court situation to be straight and to be fair, especially in a matter as sensitive as this nature. The court has to be very, very astute when discharging his duties.
Tí ilé ẹjọ́ tó ń ṣèwádìí bá parí ìwádìí tiwọn, kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tó tún kàn ní ìlànà òfin?
Yes, the verdict will be submitted, and if need be, that persons will be charged with the high court. Sure, it would. It continues. It's a continuous process. It's a process. It's a continuous process.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, nípa àwọn items tí wọ́n ní wọ́n rí nínú ìgbàgbọ́n ìlú Mohbad, what do you have to say about it?
Ṣé àwọn òkúta yẹn?
Òkúta àwọn items.
Okay, well, the pathologist being a witness during the exhumation process mentioned that they saw a very heavy stone on the very heavy òkúta lórí tomb first, but it took them about 3 to 4 hours to remove the stones. When they also exhumed the body, they saw a very heavy stone on the coffin too. So he said he doesn't understand what it means. But he just stated what he saw. That's all. He has been in the process of exhumation for a very long time, and he said this is his first time he has seen such. That's all I can say about it.
Orúkọ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
David Nowola, representing the entertainment community. Thank you.
Orí life mo wà.
Kí lẹ tí kà ṣe? Nǹkan wà kí lẹ sọ? Aláròsọ.
Mo ní títọ́ tèmi fẹ́ ṣe fẹ́ kọ́ọ̀tù lọ.
Okay, fún ẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sẹ́ni. tó gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe rí àti gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe gbọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ tó ń ṣèwádìí lórí ikú Mohbad ní àwà yìí ibẹ̀ náà sì ni wọ́n ti parí ìgbẹ́jọ́ ti òní. Lára àwọn tó wáyé ni àwọn agbẹjọ́rò ti sọ yẹn. Àwọn kókó tá a sì rí ńbẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ti gbé àbọ̀ ìwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe lórí òkú yẹn. Dókítà tó ṣe àbọ̀ ìwádìí yẹn àtàwọn oníṣègùn ó ti wá ó sì ti sọ àwọn ohun tó rí níbẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n àbálọ àbábọ̀ wọn náwọn ò lè sọ pàtó ohun tó pa Mohbad tàbí ohun tó ṣokùnfà ikú Mohbad, nítorí pé nígbà tí àwọn máa fi lọ wú òkú yẹn lára àwọn ẹran ara yẹn ti ń jẹrà, lára àwọn ohun èlò táwọn máa lò ti ń jẹrà. Wọ́n sì ní àyẹ̀wò táwọn tún ṣe lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀, lórí àwọn ẹ̀yà ara míì gbogbo tó lè fi hàn bóyá àbí wọ́n ní májèlé ni àbí ó gbé nǹkan jẹ ni àbí wọ́n yí lọ́rùn ni. Wọ́n ní gbogbo ẹ̀ kò séyìí tó fi hàn pé èyíkéyìí náà àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ṣẹlẹ̀. Kókó mi ta tún rí nínú ìgbẹ́jọ́ tòní ni pé awuyewuye tó wáyé nígbà tí wọ́n lọ wú òkú Mohbad pé wọ́n rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní ibi sàárè tí wọ́n ti wú òkú ẹ̀ yẹn, tó fi hàn pé bóyá kò tí ì kú, bóyá ṣe náà sí lóòyẹ̀, bóyá wọ́n ti kánjú sí jù. Dókítà ní kò sí tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ní ipa táwọn èèyàn rí yẹn kì í ṣẹ̀jẹ̀, ó ní amọ̀ pupa tí òjò ṣàn sínú sàárè. Amọ̀ pupa yẹn òun làwọn èèyàn rí tó ń sọ pé ó dàbí ẹ̀jẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí tí dókítà yẹn sọ. Ó sì tún sọ pé àwọn nǹkan abàmì náà wáyé nígbà tí wọ́n lọ wú òkú Mohbad. Ó ní òun rí àwọn òkúta ńláńlá tí wọ́n gbé sórí pósí àti sórí sàárè yẹn. Ó ní òun ò rí irú ẹ̀ rí látìgbà tóun ti ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ tóun máa rí nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n tó àbálọ àbábọ̀ wọn náwọn ò tí ì lè sọ pàtó ikú tó pa Mohbad, ṣùgbọ́n ìwádìí yìí ṣì ń lọ lọ́wọ́. Ọjọ́ tí ìgbẹ́jọ́ tó kàn bá tún máa wáyé, ìgbà yẹn ni àwọn agbẹjọ́rò lọ́tùn lósì náà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ọ̀rọ̀ orin ní náà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ìbéèrè wá ọ̀rọ̀ wò lẹ́nu dókítà láti mọ húlẹ̀húlẹ̀ ohun tí ìwádìí rẹ̀ yìí tó sọ. Iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn Aláròyé online TV ló mú àbọ̀ ìròyìn wá fún yín. Faith Adébọ́lá ni oníròyìn.